One loss. One devastating loss to Saudi Arabia. Most teams would have collapsed. Argentina rebuilt and lifted the trophy. But here's what nobody is really talking about as the 2026 World Cup kicks off. The reason Argentina won in Qatar wasn't Messi's brilliance alone. It was a system so perfectly engineered that even when Messi wasn't on the pitch, nobody could stop them. Stay with me to the end of this video because the last point will completely change how you watch Argentina at the 2026 World Cup. If you're a football fan who wants to understand the game deeper, hit subscribe and drop a comment below. Tell me one word that describes Argentina's 2022 campaign. Let's go. The Saudi Arabia shock. Let's start where it all began. Argentina walked into Qatar as tournament favorites, carrying a 36-game unbeaten streak. Then Saudi Arabia happened, a 2-1 loss that sent shockwaves across the football world. Any other coach might have panicked, rotated wildly, or abandoned the game plan. Scaloni didn't. He sat his players down, reinforced the identity they had built since 2018, and essentially told them, "This is who we are, now prove it." That loss became the team's fuel. From that moment forward, Argentina didn't just play to win. They played with a fury and a clarity that no opponent could handle. The genius of Scaloni's system. Here is the part most casual fans miss. Scaloni built a tactical machine that was deceptively simple but brutally effective. Argentina primarily operated in a 4-3-3 and a 4-4-2 diamond, switching between the two fluidly depending on the opponent. The midfield trio of Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez, and Alexis Mac Allister controlled the tempo of almost every game they played. De Paul was the engine, pressing relentlessly and winning second balls. Mac Allister was the brain, moving the ball with intelligence. Fernandez was a revelation, poised under pressure and always looking forward. And the compact midfield unit did something brilliant. It gave Messi license to roam freely without defensive responsibility. Scaloni built an entire structure so that Messi could simply be Messi. The Messi factor. Let's talk about him. Messi in 2022 was not the Messi of 2012 running past 6 defenders. He was a more evolved player, a conductor. He dropped deep to receive, turned defenders inside out with one touch, and found passes that nobody else in world football sees. He became the first player in World Cup history to score in the group stage, the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final all in the same tournament. But what made his performance legendary wasn't just the goals. It was the weight he carried. 36 years of Argentine heartbreak sat on his shoulders, and he did not buckle. The mentality that set them apart. This is the point that separates great teams from champions. Scaloni built a culture of humility and belief at the same time. He would publicly say the favorites rarely win World Cups. He kept the group grounded while quietly building an unshakable winning mentality. Players like Emiliano Martinez brought an almost aggressive confidence in goal. Julian Alvarez pressed and pressed and pressed, turning nothing into something in every single match. This wasn't a squad of individuals. It was a genuine team where every player knew their role and committed to it completely. Even when France came back in the final to level at 3-2 in extra time, Argentina did not panic. That mental steadiness was not accidental. It was built over 4 years by Scaloni. What it means for 2026. As Argentina enters the 2026 World Cup held across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, most of that core squad is still intact. Enzo Fernandez is now a Chelsea star. Julian Alvarez is thriving. And Messi, now 38, is set to make a historic 6th World Cup appearance. The system is still Scaloni's system. The identity is still the same. The only question is whether lightning can strike twice. And if you understand everything we just broke down in this video, you know the answer isn't luck. It's a blueprint. So there you have it. One loss, one reset, one trophy. Argentina in 2022 was unstoppable not because of magic, but because of structure, mentality, and a coach bold enough to trust his process. If you made it to the end, you're exactly the kind of football fan this channel is made for. Like this video. Share it with someone who thinks Messi did it alone. And subscribe for more World Cup 2026 content. I'll see you in the next one.